Well, welcome everyone, and this is the Jeunesse Google Hangout for our new product, Zen Body. I'm Dr. Donna Antar, and we're here live on our Jeunesse Google Hangout, and we're going to have a really fun time because we're going to talk about community and how it makes a huge difference in working with this product line and making it work as best as it absolutely can. Our last Google Hangout, you saw that we have phenomenal results. We have different kinds of results than other people have ever gotten with any other kind of fat loss product, and that's partly because this product works completely differently than any other product. So we're not going to talk about mechanism of product today. That was on one of the other calls, and we're going to do even more detail on the next call, but on the next Google Hangout. But we are going to bring on some very special guests, and we're going to talk about community and how to build a community. How do you build a Zen Body community to have it build your business, have people get the best results, and have it be fun? Because, gosh, in general, losing fat, doing any kind of thing like this is not usually considered fun. Lots of other things, good for you, healthy, but hardly ever fun. So I'm going to bring on Sherry Biak, and Sherry has worked a lot with community as far as having a group that met regularly and actually met live. Sherry, you're on.
Hi.
Hey there.
Yeah, when we started this, the usage panel, I had a number of people on my team that lived very close. And so we formed that community that you were talking about. And we met once a week. We talked about our experience with the product. A lot of times it was really surprising to me how many times people forgot 20 minutes before I eat, 20 minutes after I eat. And some people would get really discouraged because they didn't lose any quote-unquote weight. You know, and how many times on the call have we talked about don't even count the weight, it's about the inches. But people forget those things. And so when we had our group meetings, people got to weigh in and measure up, which also made them accountable a little bit. Well, I didn't do anything, or I went backwards this week. What'd you eat? And it was kind of startling sometimes what people would finally admit they eat. Some of us even did logs of what we ate throughout the week and the times that we ate things. You know, if you were eating 5 Oreo cookies at 10 o'clock at night, that might explain why you're not losing anything. And then I noticed too when I went on the road that people kind of slacked off a little bit. They lost that really close-knit community, so they slacked off a little bit. And this 2 weeks ago, we had a meeting in town, and somebody brought, or I put on Facebook that we were going to have a meeting, and we were going to taste the shake. Well, somebody on Facebook saw it, and they wanted to come. So sure. So she came, and she tasted the shake. She said, oh, man, I've tried every other kind of thing at Walmart and the health food store. Nothing compares to this. I love this stuff. It's great. Her granddaughter was hooked, and she's only 11. And so that was great. And then this last Saturday, I got at precisely 2 o'clock, I got a phone call, and I answered the phone, and it was Joyce, and she said, well, where is the meeting today? And I said, we're not having a meeting today. And she says, well, I brought guests. What do I do? What do you mean you brought guests? You're not even signed up. And she's like, I know, but I'm going to, because as soon as this comes out on the market, I'm doing this business. This is going to be, I've never read a comp plan before. I've never done anything like this before, and I've read everything. I'm going to do this. And I mean, her level of enthusiasm, so I ran to town, we did an impromptu meeting, and now these ladies all are signing up, but they recognize the importance of that community. They want to form a group. They said Weight Watchers has a group, all of these other things have a group, Get Fit Caldwell has a group. They want the same thing because they recognize the importance of community. And there's some people on my team that haven't been really close where can be in constant contact. So I'd like to bring on a couple of them. Lorene, are you there? Hello, Lorene. Ah, there you are.
Okay. Hi, yes,
And what's your experience been?
I'm sorry?
What's your experience been?
Oh, I am I have been on this since the end of February, and I'm down quite a ways away from Sherry and Judy, and so I'm kind of on my own here, so I really don't have anybody to account to in person, which kind of makes you accountable to yourself. So you have to decide in your own head, okay, yeah, you can cheat, but who are you really hurting except yourself? So I have been, as you saw my pictures last week, on some diet my whole life. I have had a weight problem, up, down, tried everything, done everything. Um, and so basically, people around me at this point are, okay, yeah, she's trying something else. We'll just wait it out and see when she stops this one. Well, they're seeing that I'm not stopping. I'm getting more excited, and it kind of starts in with the people trying to sabotage you. You know, not maybe intentionally, but unintentionally, but it's hard. It makes it hard for the person that's trying to stick to a program. So you have to be accountable to yourself more in those kind of situations. It is hard, but this program makes it easier than anything else I have done in my whole life. It is easy to take, it's easy to remember, and the thing is that you're eating healthy, so you're feeling better, so you want to do better. So it's kind of like a snowball effect. And the phone calls and the information that we get are incredible. The things I have learned, like I was telling somebody, you know, I'm 55 years old, and the information that Dr. Donna and Eric and everybody on these weekly calls has given us has just I just can't even believe how much I've learned as far as nutrition, as far as health, as far as how your metabolism and your body work is absolutely incredible when you get stuck. Eric made a comment of, you know, somebody who had, you know, done terrible things, diets up and down, done everything to their body for 40 years, and then you jump on a diet and expect it just to magically lose the weight and drop the weight. And it doesn't work that way. So the things he teaches you, it may not be immediate. It may be a week, a month. It may be a year or 2 years. Your body will let go as long as you stick to this program. It will work, and I'm walking proof of it.
Well, congratulations, and you look amazing. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
So, okay, so Judy, are you out there?
Gary, tell everybody out there what you've lost, because we showed your pictures last time, but we didn't get to show them this time.
Okay, so far as of this week, I have lost 33 pounds and 62 inches total.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about 6.5 dress sizes at this point, because some of my size 8s are getting a little baggy.
Wow.
Yay. I love having that problem.
Oh my God, that's totally awesome. Okay, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
That's okay, and I love being on the road and being able to wear my daughter's clothes now. So, and I had to pack so much in my suitcase. How cool is that? So Judy, are you out there?
I'm here.
Awesome. So
yeah.
Judy, you've had some interesting experiences, and you've had some people in your downline as well that have been on the usage panel, and you've been doing this since about the end of January. So could you share with us a little bit about how important the calls have been and how important the community has been, and what you've seen when people don't participate in that community?
Thank you, Sherry. I started actually the 1st of February. I started in this program, and within the first 2 weeks, I lost 13.5 inches, and I was pretty excited about that. The calls have been very helpful just for information, knowing that you can do this. Like Laureen, I've tried most every weight loss program. I think I have a whole shelf full of books. And I didn't have a weight problem when I was a child, but as an adult, because of a traumatic injury of mine, then I had a weight problem. So this has been a journey in my adult life, more so. I have found that someone on the uses panel that is not listening to calls, it's harder. We have a group here that we can talk to and ask questions, and this is fun. I mean, we're working together. We have a goal together, and we're a team. And I'm a total team player. I like working together with people, and I mean, I've just been, Lorene and I have even done programs together in the past, and this one works. This one is, not only is it reducing my inches, I am stronger than I have ever been. I am doing backpacking. I've not ever been able to do that before. I did a 10-mile loop, the Enchantments, a 2,200 feet vertical pack with a 20-pound pack. I've had 4 shoulder surgeries. This is truly a miracle. I am so grateful for the strength I have, my strength in my legs and my arms and my shoulders. My blood sugars are balanced now, healthy, which weren't before I started this program. I am so excited. It's fun. I can do more activities. I'm stronger. I can pick up my fishing boat, and carry it a lot farther without having to take breaks. This is working. So my quality of life is significantly better because I can do more activities. I can enjoy more activities with my husband. I mean, this morning I've been walking 4 to 5 miles a day. This morning I was on a 4-mile walk and I saw a moose. It was pretty cool. And I can run faster too. So I'm thrilled.
So Judy, you've been listening in on these calls regularly. You've been really great about that since you first started, and yet you and I had a conversation this afternoon where you were feeling, even though you've listened and you've heard all of this information, we had a conversation this afternoon about how you hadn't lost the weight. Right. And so we started talking again about the inches. And you know, and we are so programmed to think it all has to do with the bathroom scale. But like Lorene brought out, it's that reprogramming. It's that thinking differently, and it is so easy to forget when you don't have that sense of community. And I think both of you ladies would probably agree with me too. What a cool way to build your business when this product does officially launch, because you know, you have how can you imagine saying to somebody who wants to lose the weight, well, let's talk to your friends, you know, who else do you know who wants to lose some inches, lose a dress size, lose a couple pounds, however, and get those communities, because building a business around your community, that's how network marketing works, right? So what a gift this is to be able to do this. So thank you, ladies. That's been awesome. Donna, back to you.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. And I just wanted to remind everybody, like Shed, it really is about the inches. It's about making sure that you're following the program. One thing that Sherry said that, you know, in the beginning, the people in her group got confused, didn't know, they forgot, do I take it before or after? Even though it is on the label, you'd be surprised, people still can get confused, and that's why it's so nice to have a easy to access community, an easy to access friends that are doing this with you, that are part of the team. I liked all the team stuff, because it really is simple, but you got to know what it is, which is 2 capsules of Zen Shape, 30 to 60 minutes before your 2 main meals, like lunch or dinner. It could also be all 3 if you want to do it that way. We know that for sure. You don't have to do 3 meals. You could just do 2 meals. It's meant to be 2 capsules 30 to 60 minutes before your 2 main meals. And you take that with Zen Fit. And Zen Fit comes in a little stick pack like this. And I showed last time, or the time before, how you just rip off the top of the stick. You can throw it in some water, like an 8-ounce or a 16-ounce water bottle. Shake it up, drink it with your 2 capsules. You're done. Bam. That's it. That's all you have to do. And then we have our newest part of the Zen Body program, which is Zen Pro, which is a protein shake. Once a day. That's all you have to do. You can have it as an addition to your breakfast. You can have it as a snack. You can have it as an addition to lunch or before you go to bed if you're one of those people that always get hungry at night. So it's really easy. But the key is you've got to keep using it. And what happens, Sherry, tell me what you do if I forgot to take it before lunch. What do I do now?
If you forgot to take it before lunch, then take it during lunch or take it 20 to 30 minutes after you've eaten lunch. The important thing is take it.
You got it. That's exactly right, because you've got to get the product in your body every day at the right amount for this to work. And that is the key. If you just keep doing that, it really starts to work. And there's just only a few things that you've got to really look at with your diet, and that is high sugar liquids. That's the other caveat. High sugar liquids will mess this up because of what you're trying to do to rebalance. Remember, it's Zen Body, a balancing of your body. Put your body in Zen, which means balance. So when you're rebalancing your body, you can't be putting into it high sugary liquids, especially. Oreo cookies probably still count, though, like Sherry said before. But it's really important to avoid the high sugary liquids because that will just mess things. Remember, you want good fats, which are what? Tell me, Lorene, go ahead and tell me some good fats.
Oh, I've learned that. Almonds are good. Let's see, avocado oil, coconut oil has become my new best friend.
Olive oil.
Olive oil, the coconut oil, the avocado oil. Those are the ones I use now.
That's
Throw away everything else.
Exactly right. And what you want to stay away from are any of the vegetable oils, the palm oils, the all of those vegetable oils you totally want to stay away from. And so that's exactly what you want to do. And what else should you stay away from? Because a lot of times when people go on a diet, it's because we've been kind of brainwashed to think that we're supposed to go to all this low-fat stuff and eat all this like no-fat this and no-fat that. So what are the kinds of like maybe carbs that we shouldn't eat? Judy, you want to tell us some of those bad carbs?
Well, sure. The high fructose corn syrup, that is something that, I mean, I wasn't even aware of. But
where do you find high fructose corn syrup and what foods?
A lot of foods. I mean, looking at the ingredients, foods that, well, I don't have any in my house anymore, but more foods than you think about. You look at the ingredients and you see it's hidden in there, and so those are some of the carbs that are not helpful.
You're absolutely right. Thank you, Judy, and you're absolutely right, because read labels, because you'll find it in your ketchup if you don't have the better natural ketchup. You'll find it in barbecue sauce. You'll find it in teriyaki sauce. When I really first started looking, I was like, am I ever going to find anything that doesn't? That's really important, because one of the things that Sherry was talking about was that why community is so important is because if you just help people make these few adjustments when you're using these products and you make these few adjustments, it is amazing what your body can do if you just give it the ability to do it. And Sherry, you were saying earlier that somebody in the group, you were asking them what they were doing, and what was it that they were eating or drinking?
um, there's been a couple of instances, those, but some people, the 5 Oreo cookies, that was a bad thing. The artificial sweeteners, so many people think, oh, well, it's an artificial sweetener, it's not really sugar, so that's okay for me. But it's all about understanding that's what causes the inflammation. It's not about just the calories and the sugar and everything. It's what you're putting in your mouth. Some people, toast with margarine on it instead of butter because they saw a commercial that said margarine is you. It's really helping people to understand that it isn't so good if you can't pronounce it.
That's exactly right. And then I think you said you told me one time that somebody was drinking a smoothie and got to watch.
Yeah.
You gotta watch.
Yeah, it's a fruit smoothie. Oh yeah, it's just all fruit. No, if you look at the ingredients, it says fruit smoothie. That doesn't mean it really is fruit. It's high fructose corn syrup is the #1 ingredient on a Taco Bell fruit smoothie. and the same with people will ask you, well, is coffee still okay? Yeah, coffee's fine. Drink your coffee. But I didn't say go down to the espresso stand and have that triple chocolate caramel macchiato. But in their mind, because I said coffee was okay, then that meant that was okay. No, not so much.
That's absolutely right. And just briefly, if you guys could share with people what happens to or your taste for high sugar foods when you kind of just stay with this for a little while. For some people, a little while means a week or two, and other people, a little while means 4 weeks or more. But just quickly, each of you might want to say something about that. Whoever wants to go first.
Well, the one thing that I...
Go ahead, Lorraine.
Oh, me? Okay. The one thing that I noticed almost immediately was how I didn't even want sweets. I've never been a huge sweet person anyway, but I enjoy sweets. But to see something and not even want it, let alone not crave it, is just incredible. I'm a big baker, which is kind of good because I've never really liked eating the sweets, but I love to bake. But I don't even have an inclination to taste what I'm cooking. Sometimes you just kind of taste it while you're making it. I don't even do that anymore. I have no desire for all this sweet stuff. It's gone.
Thanks. That's cool.
I have something, I don't know.
Hi, Judy.
Hi. Even today, there was some chocolate, and I tried. You forget. You think, okay, maybe I'll be okay with this little chocolate. So I tried a little piece of those mini, coconut chocolate, and I put it in my mouth and chewed up. I thought, oh, the taste. It doesn't even taste good. I mean, usually I would maybe grab a couple handfuls and then I would crave more. But now my taste is different. I mean, it's changed even my desires for that because I love chocolate, but it doesn't taste good. So it's great. I mean, this is a great thing because even my desire for it, but the taste of it isn't satisfying anymore.
It sure is easier to avoid things when you don't really want them. That's certainly what I've noticed. Sherry, did you want to say something?
What I've noticed is, and you hear a lot of people say a lot of the time, well, it just sounds good. And that's your brain telling you want those carbs. Your brain's talking, your stomach's not hungry, but it sounds good, and food doesn't talk to you. So that's your brain talking. But what I've found is that the stuff that I used to eat, if I try eating it now, I don't feel good. I am recognizing that, and my grandkids were here the other day, and I made a cake, and I thought, well, you know, aren't you going to eat a piece of cake, Grandma? So I had a little piece of cake, and it didn't even have frosting on it, and I really did not feel good after I ate it, and that's never before. Really sound good, and I just didn't want it. You know, the apples hanging in the basket sounded better. Yeah, so that's been my experience.
Thank you so much, ladies, for letting everybody, you know, learn from your experience, because that's a lot what this is about. You know, the products are amazing. We have studies, we have science behind them. There's no doubt, but it matters, as you've all said, the community, you know, the what happens, the changes that happen with your taste, your craving, and also education. You know, learning what your body really wants and what's best for your body. So thank you all, and thank you all who are out there watching this Google Hangout. Next week we are we're going to have a break, we'll have a pause. We won't have a Google Hangout next week because we have the Orlando University. That's going to be coming up the following weekend. And so we're going to skip our Google Hangout for next week. Thank you all, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.